In 2021, Novo Nordisk changed the world with its once-in-a-generation innovation, Semaglutide, better known as Ozempic and Mounjaro. This launched what we call the GLP-1 revolution, which has reshaped the entire metabolic disease landscape. The impact has been nothing short of catalytic, yielding over $100 billion in new sales and transforming millions of lives. But while Novo Nordisk pioneered the space, their once commanding lead has eroded significantly. In fact, according to 𝗘𝗫𝗣𝗅𝗑 data, Mounjaro and Zepbound from Eli Lilly have overtaken Ozempic and Mounjaro in terms of total prescriptions written. So what happened, and what does this mean for pharma, biopharma, investors, and patients? In this report, we synthesize our observations into 3 key learnings, implications for strategy, and action points across product, pricing, operations, and investment positioning. Strategic lessons from the GLP-1 market. Being first is not enough. While Novo Nordisk was the first mover in the GLP-1 space, they did not fully appreciate that being first alone would not guarantee enduring success. Instead, companies need to focus on execution, scalability, and integrated patient experiences as core differentiators. Think full stack. The industry's leading companies are adopting a full-stack approach, integrating vertically from manufacturing to digital onboarding to treatment adherence. The importance of this became glaringly obvious when Lilly launched Zepbound, which included digital support tools that made the patient experience seamless and convenient. Market leadership is fluid. Fast followers can and most likely will catch up unless continuous innovation is embedded in the DNA of the organization. 2. API cost disruption. The economics of GLP-1 are shifting fast. Since 2020, active pharmaceutical ingredient or API prices such as Semaglutide, exenatide, and Tirzepatide have dropped by up to 76%. 𝗘𝗫𝗣𝗅𝗑𝗧 data shows that 2020 for prices for Semaglutide are occasionally dipping below $100 per gram, down from almost $3,000 per gram in 2020. This dramatic drop is driven by increased API supplier competition and falling costs of key starting materials or KSMs. We anticipate continued erosion through 2025. These changes have significant strategic implications. New cost bases require rethinking currency, MO, and development contracts. Companies with flexible and scalable supply chains will enjoy greater pricing power and margin opportunities. Meanwhile, those reliant on rigid legacy agreements will face margin headwinds and struggle to compete. Procurement organizations must leverage market intelligence to keep pace with these changes, informing budget forecasts and risk management. 3. Convergence of pay and VC. From 2020 to 2025, private equity or pay firms have aggressively targeted the CRO and CDMO sectors via buy and build models. Their goal? To create aggressive growth platforms capable of capturing operational leverage and market consolidation. Landmark exits like the recent sale of Curia to JLL Partners for $2.6 billion have demonstrated strong returns, driving further momentum. Pay targets these sectors because they are attractive for life sciences outsourcing, creating high-margin, recurring revenue businesses. There are ample opportunities for platform synergies and digital transformation. PE ownership offers distinct advantages, including capital acceleration for A&M roll-ups, operational discipline through KPIs, and efficiency mandates, and tech-first innovation, which is often ahead of industry incumbents. However, some challenges are emerging. Strategic short-termism, pressure for quick returns, can lead to underinvestment in quality systems, workforce, and digital capability, potentially eroding brand value in the long term. Talent scarcity and burnout from rapid hiring and integration has intensified competition for technical and leadership talent. Overextension in scale can compromise service delivery and erode customer trust. These dynamics are reshaping the competitive landscape. Expect a rise in mega platforms and investor-driven consolidation, putting pressure on mid-sized players to either specialize or digitize aggressively. We also anticipate increasing pressure on pricing models, service level agreements, or SLAs, and innovation expectations, IV, key recommendations. Reevaluate your positioning. In the new era post-GLP-1, success will be determined not just by scientific differentiation, but by execution speed, cost control, and digital integration. Leverage cost tailwinds. Use falling API prices to renegotiate supplier contracts and improve gross margins. For pay-backed players, guard quality. Long-term value is sustainable by balancing capital efficiency with investment in quality, workforce, and digital capability. Adopt full-stack thinking. Whether an innovator or service provider, building patient or customer-centered ecosystems will be the primary source of durable advantage. In conclusion, the GLP-1 case study, the API price collapse, and the pay-driven transformation of services are not isolated stories. They reflect a new era of strategic convergence in biopharma. To compete and lead from 2025 onward, companies must embrace cross-functional agility, vertically integrated models, and an investor-aware, digitally fluent mindset. Those who do will thrive in the new era of biopharma. Those who don't will be left behind. Thank you for watching.